So when you hear a pig talk, what does he say? He says oink. Oink is spelled with O-I, followed by two consonants and K. The sound we're learning this week is oi, and it's a fun sound to say. Oi, oi, oi. Remember, oi can be spelled two different ways. It can be spelled O-I, followed by one or more consonants in a syllable or a word, or it can be spelled with O-Y at the end of a word or syllable. For example, we have oink, and there it is, O-I, followed by two consonants. This is a boy's name, Roy, and it has the O-Y right at the end of the syllable. Let's practice reading some oi words. Remember, oi can be spelled O-Y or O-I. The letters O-Y and O-I can make the sound you hear in the middle of toys and point. Read along with me. Let's figure these words out. This one has oi, followed by o. The word is oil. This one has O-I in the middle also. The word is joined. Ends in ed because it already happened. Joined means bring together. This one is boiling. When something gets really hot, it might be boiling. The ing means it's happening right now. There's O-I followed by all those other letters. This one is, you know this one, right? Yep, boy. It has O-Y at the end. This word is hoist. It means to make something go up. The next word is something you really like. If you really like it, you enjoy. It has O-Y at the end. If something's a little bit wet, it is moist. See the O-I with the two consonants after it? Our next word is employ. To employ someone means to give them a job. This word is, what is the word? It has a C followed by an E, so it's a soft C. We know the CH says ch. We know OI says oi. The word is choice. This word is annoys. Annoys means bothers somebody. If something annoys you, it really bothers you. You don't like it. The next one is noise. And the S sounds like a Z, like a Z in that word. And there's a silent E. Here's one that ends with an OY. It's a two-syllable word. The word is destroy. To destroy something is to ruin it. This boy doesn't look very happy. He looks kind of annoyed. I wonder what's annoying him. There's these little lines that look kind of like sound waves. Maybe it's really noisy, you suppose? Let's find out. Let's avoid annoying this boy. He does not enjoy the noise. If we're going to avoid annoying the boy, I think we better be very quiet. See the oi words? We have O-I in the middle, O-Y at the end of annoy, O-Y at the end of boy, O-Y at the end of enjoy, and O-I right in the middle of the word noise. Your turn. These are words we're going to see in the passage we're going to read right now. It says, look for these words with O-Y and O-I in the joy of a ship. The first word is joy. The next one, employs, hoist, avoid, boils, joins, joints, point. The last one is moist. Let's see, which of those words means to make something go up? If you said hoist, you were correct. Which word means really happy? A lot of happiness would be, you got it, J-O-Y, joy. Which word means a little bit wet? If you said moist, you were correct. Did you get it right? Which word means to stay away from? If you said avoid, you were right. Ready to read? Look for these words in the passage we're going to read. The genre of this story is nonfiction. That means we're going to learn true facts and information, and we're going to see lots of photographs. We'll probably see captions that go with the photographs that give more information too. Our essential question for the week is, how do things get built? Read about building a ship. Here's the title, The Joy of a Ship. What is needed to build a ship? Making ships employs many workers. This task uses lots of tools and parts as well. Let's see how a ship is made, step by step. Here's our first photograph with a caption. Let's read the caption so we know what's going on here in the picture. These people study the plans for the ship. There are many things to do. There sure are. It's a good thing somebody figured out all the plans and preparations for making the ship. They have to do everything in the right order too. Wow, look what the ship looks like when it's not put together yet. This is just the insides that they're building first. It's so big. Here's our first heading. It says, frame it. Frame it? You think there will be picture frames here? I don't think so. There must be some other kind of frame they're talking about. Let's read. First, workers build a frame. The ship frame can balance on blocks up above a dock. Huge cranes hoist the big parts in place so they do not fall. Workers must avoid being bumped by these big pieces of steel. So I think this must be the frame here, right? And there's some of the cranes that hoist things up. Let's read the caption and see if we figured it out. Some huge gantry cranes can lift 1,500 tons as high as 230 feet in the air. Wow, that's amazing. That's really heavy and they hoist them really high. Here's another heading. It says, sheets of steel. Oh, now I'm confused again. I know about bed sheets on my bed, but why would you have sheets made out of steel? Let's find out. Ready to read along? First, two kinds of metal are melted into steel. It boils. Hot steel flows into flat metal sheets and molds. When steel gets cold, it gets hard. The steel sheets are then ready for making a ship. So they're long, thin sheets of steel. The caption says, stand back, the steel is very hot. Wow, look how hot it is. I guess you would want to stand back from that. Here's some more heat. A worker joins each steel section by heating the edges, called joints. Most workers put on gloves and a helmet to protect their hands and head. There's a picture of the helmet and the special gloves. That must be really hot if it can melt steel. So they've done the joints. The next heading says, check it, comma, paint it. Workers check all the joints. Then they point out leaks and fix them. If a joint leaks, the inside of this ship will be moist with water. It might even sink. Ooh, can't have that. So they have a very important job, don't you think? They're finding all the joints that the other guys welded and make sure there are no leaks, so no water can get inside. What's next? Then the ship is painted, and this job is done. It gleams in the sun. The workers knew it would look nice. People will pay a lot of money to ride on this ship. Sure looks beautiful now. The last heading says, out to sea. Oh my goodness, look at this. It looks like a big party. Are those fireworks? Oh my goodness. Looks like there's a band, there are flags, people with cameras. Wow, they're so excited that the ship's finally finished. Let's read this page. Ready, read. The people on the dock point with joy as the new ship begins the first trip. Those on the ship wave as it glides toward the open sea. Wow, it's finally ready to go. It looks like it's a cruise. There were other kind of ships too besides the cruise ship that we learned about. Let's read this. Did you know? There are many kinds of ships on the sea. Here's a picture with a caption. This is called an icebreaker ship. Wow, its job is to break up the ice so that other ships can go on the ocean. They can't go if there's ice covering the ocean. That's an important job. What's this? It's an aircraft carrier. Wow, this has to be so big that it has its own runway for the jets and the helicopters to take off and land. Aircraft carrier. Right there in the ocean. This big ship is called a cargo ship. It takes lots of things from one port to another port in another country where people are waiting for their cargo to come in. Make connections. What steps in the shipbuilding are risky? Let's see. Was this risky, having the party? That wasn't so risky, but there were some risky parts, weren't there? Painting could be a little risky because they're up in the air. Not too risky. This doesn't look terribly risky. That looks a little risky. Good thing he has his helmet and his special gloves on to protect him from all that heat. Whew, this is a risky place to be, isn't it? That's why it says, stand back, the steel is very hot. What was risky about this place? Oh, right. It says, huge cranes hoist big parts in place so they do not fall. Workers must avoid being bumped by these big pieces of steel. They could probably be killed if they weren't careful. Let's see, is this risky? It's a lot of thinking, but it's not really risky. Did you enjoy reading about how ships were built? I thought it was real interesting myself. You're lucky because this week you have some ideas in your Google Classroom about how to build some things, and you'll also be reading about how other things are built. So this is a real interesting week. Good job, boys and girls. See you later.